Many people think that spirituality is something big, something you experience only in temples or on special days. But in truth, spirituality can live in small, simple moments. When we repeat these moments each day, they become habits. And with time, these habits begin to change us from the inside. Imagine your day like a quiet path in the forest. Every morning, you take the same steps along this path. At first, it may seem ordinary, but over time, the trees begin to feel like old friends. The sounds of the forest start to calm your heart. This is the power of daily routines. They don't shout. They don't try to impress. But they gently shape your mind and spirit, like water smoothing a stone. In Buddhism, we often speak of a quiet life, not empty, but peaceful. This peace is not something we find outside. It is something we create, little by little, with our daily actions. Drinking tea in silence, waking up with the sun, offering a moment of thanks before eating. These are not just tasks. They are opportunities to return to yourself, to feel grounded, to remember that life is more than noise and speed. Some people say they are too busy for spiritual practice. But the truth is, you don't need more time. You just need more presence. Washing dishes, walking your dog, folding clothes. These can become spiritual if you give your full attention. What matters is not what you do, but how you do it. A small candle does not light up a city, but it can brighten the room where you are. In the same way, a short spiritual habit, done with care, can change the way you see your whole day. These habits are like seeds. You plant them in your daily life, and slowly they grow into something strong and beautiful. Spiritual routines do not need to be complicated. They only need to be honest. If you bring your heart to them, they will bring peace to you. This is the quiet power of spiritual habits. They help you stay close to what really matters, even when the world around you is full of noise. Many people feel bored by doing the same things every day. They say, "It's always the same. I want something new." But in the spiritual path, repetition is not a prison. It is a doorway. A simple action, done again and again, becomes something deeper. It begins to teach us. Think about walking. One step, then another. Nothing special. But if you walk the same path every day, you start to notice things you didn't see before. A small flower by the road, the way the wind moves the leaves. You start to notice your own breath, your thoughts, your feelings. Through this repetition, life reveals itself, not in a loud voice, but in a quiet whisper. Many monks do the same tasks every day. Sweep the floor, light the incense, clean the hall. At first, these jobs may feel simple or even boring, but with time, they become a practice. Not just of cleaning the floor, but of cleaning the mind. The body moves, the hands work, but the heart becomes still. In your own life, you also have many repeated actions. Making coffee, locking the door, brushing your teeth. These are not meaningless. They are chances to return to the present, to slow down, to see clearly. You don't need a special place to feel peace. You just need to be awake to what you are already doing. When we give attention to simple actions, they become sacred. Not because someone told us so, but because we feel it. A cup of water, given with care, can feel more meaningful than a great feast given without thought. Meaning does not depend on size. It depends on presence. Sometimes, the world tells us that we must always chase new things, new goals, new pleasures, new ideas. But there is a quiet joy in doing one thing well, with full heart, again and again. Like a bell that rings the same note each morning and still brings peace. In spiritual life, we do not run towards something. We return, again and again, through the same doors, the same actions, the same moments. And in this repetition, we find something that surprises us. A deep calm, a steady light, a sense that even the smallest act can hold great meaning. Modern life often pushes us to be fast, loud, and always busy. But spiritual living asks something different. It asks us to slow down, to move through life with awareness, and to meet each moment with quiet strength. This strength is not force. It is not control. It is the calm power that comes from knowing who you are. Awareness means noticing the life that is happening right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Now. When we are aware, even small things feel alive. The sound of your footsteps on the floor, the warmth of sunlight on your hands, the soft rhythm of your own breathing. These are not just background noise. They are your life, speaking to you in gentle ways. Many people wait for peace to come from outside. They wait for the job to get easier, the house to be quiet, the future to feel safe. But true peace does not wait. It grows inside, through how we live each day. When you act with awareness, you begin to carry peace with you, like a flame that does not go out in the wind. There will always be stress and noise around us. That is the nature of the world. But we do not have to carry that noise in our hearts. A person who lives with quiet strength can stay calm even in the middle of trouble. Not because they are special, but because they have practiced. They have learned to return to stillness, even while life moves around them. Living this way does not mean turning away from the world. It means meeting the world with open eyes and a steady spirit. When someone speaks to you with anger, you don't need to answer with the same fire. You can listen. You can breathe. You can respond with care. This is strength, not to win, but to stay rooted. Spiritual routines help build this strength. They teach us to return to awareness again and again, not as a rule, but as a way of being. Over time, this way of living becomes natural. You move through life with more calm, more clarity, and a gentle kind of courage. To live spiritually is not to escape life. It is to meet life fully, with eyes open and heart steady. And in doing so, you bring a quiet light into the world, one that others can feel, even if no words are spoken. Each day offers us a chance to begin again. No matter our past, no matter our mistakes, life gently invites us to return, to simple routines, to quiet strength, and to the small actions that bring meaning. This return is not loud or dramatic. It is soft, like the turning of a leaf, or the slow rising of the sun. Spiritual living is not something far away. It is already here, in the way we move, in how we speak, and in how we treat the moments that fill our day. The more we live with care, the more we begin to see beauty in places we once ignored. An old cup, a quiet street, the sound of rain. These become part of our spiritual life, not because they are grand, but because we are truly present with them. There is no perfect way to walk this path. Some days are clear and calm, others are full of noise or emotion. But if we can return to our simple habits, if we can carry our inner peace like a small light, then even the difficult days can hold quiet meaning. What matters is not that we never fall, but that we gently stand again and continue with soft steps. In sharing these thoughts with you, I feel deep respect. Many of you are walking your own paths, in your own way, across different countries and lives. And yet, something in this quiet practice connects us. Even across distance, a shared search for peace and purpose brings us close. To those who have taken time to listen, to reflect, or to share your thoughts in the comments, thank you. Your kindness and presence are truly felt. For those who have supported this channel through likes, subscriptions, or super thanks, Please know your support means more than words can fully express. It allows this space to stay open and continue sharing these quiet reflections. If you find meaning in this message, I gently invite you to stay connected. There will be more to share, slowly, over time, like tea that becomes deeper in flavor with each cup. Until then, may your days be steady and your heart remain light. Let each small moment remind you, peace is already near.